Alright, we are heading back to the agency. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I had a bunch of phone calls to make today. Remember how I said I was going to have my computer fixed? Well, the people that I was going to deal with, they flaked out, so I called somebody else. I did have to pay $250 for them to come and pick it up, because where I'm not licensed here, like I can drive, but not licensed to drive. So, like, they're literally, like, not even a mile and a half from where my house is, but still $250 just to come and pick it up. But hopefully they're going to get it all fixed up and ready to go. Because I think I got most of the electrical issues in this house taken care of, to where I don't have to worry about the power supply and the motherboard anymore. So I'm going to be getting a call back any given time now.
Wait a minute.
Whether it be today or some week from today or whatever. And then before I called them, I called health insurance to get all that stuff taken care of. And apparently I'm getting billed anyway, even though that almost $1,000 that I spent back in February to cancel it and pay everything that was owed to that point. And they never did cancel it, so I'm getting put on Medicaid in like 30 days. And also in 30 days, I'm going to have to fight with my old insurance company and then settle out with them. And hopefully that Medicaid will do me well until I get to working. Because I'm not even going to look for a job until I can get legal on the road and get all this stuff taken care of with this house. And I've been working outside again today, so there's always that too. Spent money that I didn't really want to spend, but I got a lot of important shit taken care of. So that's all that matters to me. Now let's see what we got. But $250 to drive like a mile, mile and a half. That's fucking ridiculous. But as much money as I paid on that computer, I don't care what it costs at this point. I've already accepted that nobody's going to help me or work with me, so I'm just stuck having to do what I have to do. And I have a bunch of shit that needs to get done, and I can't wait on anybody to help me, and that's not going to help me to begin with. I have no help getting this health insurance shit done. Nobody will help me with that, so I'm basically just in the dark, having to figure all this shit out for the first time. And nobody will help me, other than the people that I have to deal with, and I can only hope that they're doing, you know, the correct thing and not fucking me over. That's all I can do is just hope. Open one hand and shit in the other and see what fills up first.
I'm kind of busy here, man. Catch you later.
What an asshole. Yachincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard.
Ordered some shirts off of Temu also, kind of like what I'm wearing, but more of like a solid color. Just because they're light, and the weather has been like 1,500 million, quadrillion, thousand, trillion degrees every day. And I think we're having a drought too, so no rain. To cool everything down a little bit. I've also been having to water the yard as well. There's like some of the crops, well I say crops, but it's just like a couple plants like tomatoes and stuff like that. Because the sun just keeps beating down on them, and it won't fucking rain, so. Did a little bit of that. I played some Starfield yesterday. And my videos are probably going to be a little bit late. So that's basically because of my internet speeds, and plus I'm recording this like pretty late because I spent like almost 2 hours on the phone with the health insurance company, or whatever. I'm just trying to get health insurance situated. God kind of fucking burp was that? Trying to get all that situated, and then I'm going to have to call and fight with my other one over the phone. And see if they'll settle out for like a cash settlement, and if not, then I guess I'll be making payments. And I can tell you right now, they're not going to get a lot out of me, because they didn't do anything that they were fucking supposed to. So that's not my fault. Because my premiums went from $75 a month when my mom was still alive and she got that for me. And then the moment that she died, which they tried to act like they were completely, totally ignorant of, even though they knew about this, because the reason why I know that they knew about this is because not even a month after she passed, it went from $75 a month to about $550 a month. So, can't tell me that they didn't fucking know. And she died May 20th of last year. So,
what is it, Yagami-san?
and I paid it back this February of this year, which was like $814, something like that, and then blah, blah, blah. Rounded up to about 900 or something like that almost. I paid that and I said to cancel it because it only works in Georgia. And I don't live in Georgia, so I can't see the point in paying for something I can't even fucking use. They were like, okay, we'll do that. No, you didn't. You didn't do it at all.
Most likely it is.
And this is supposed to be through the healthcare marketplace, that fucking Obamacare or whatever. That shit ain't cheap. They said it was. It is not fucking cheap at all.
There's some deception at work.
Like, I have a little bit of money, but I don't have enough to pay for that kind of shit. If I'm going to be paying those type of premiums, I need to have some damn good income. I need to be making about $4 grand a month just to be comfortable.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ehara-san?
I need to make about $50,000 to $60,000 a year after taxes. Is what I need to be making.
In our 3rd year of high school.
Just to be somewhat comfortable.
You didn't know she was the victim of that whole incident?
I mean, it's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
And comfortable being
What are you
like,
implying?
just
I'm
literally
saying your old friend Yui might be
go to
cooperating with
work,
Ehara-san, as in she only
come
knew
home,
part of the victim.
that's
She might
it.
have even known it was all to
Go
hide
to the
her.
store occasionally,
What?
never go out to
Why?
eat, never
would she do
spend
that for
any time anywhere going shopping or having fun on the weekends, no vacation, no nothing. That's just to factor in bills, rising costs of everything,
From where I'm sitting, Sensei,
taxes and
you're
insurance,
connected to Ehara and Yui Mami.
on vehicles,
Now figuring out
the
what
house,
it is.
blah, blah, blah.
Yagami-san, please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what was your relationship with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say close?
And me being a single white guy, you know, under a certain age bracket, they're gonna fuck me silly whenever it comes to
I
taxes.
didn't really like the
At least
conversation.
40% of my income is gonna be
Guess
taxes,
we
like
didn't
right off
have
the bat.
Same interests.
When
So,
was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
wherever I work,
We held a
it
reunion
needs to
around the time
pay.
I graduated from
That's all I
college,
can say.
but I didn't
It
feel like
needs to
going.
fucking pay.
That same class bullied a kid into jumping
And
off
it's
a
probably
roof.
gonna have to be
So
something that
that's
I'm
the
gonna have
case.
to take
You
some
haven't
type
seen
of
any
schooling
your
for
classmates
in
since you
order for it to pay
graduated
that
from
much.
Kurokawa?
That's right.
I'm going to have to get a
Okay.
trade.
The
I mean,
thing
that's just
is,
all there is to it.
Ehara-san and Mamiya are
Anything locally around here, there's no way in hell I'm making
They
that
have
kind of
one
money.
thing in common.
What?
Not for a car,
In both of their
you know, like
pasts,
car
someone they knew
payment,
was bullied to the point of attempting
insurance,
suicide.
personal property
Ehara-san lost
tax,
their
a
son
house, gas
As for
money,
Yui Mamiya,
grocery
it's your
money,
classmate, Mitsurugi
all that
Shimura.
stuff.
That
There's
could
just
be a
no way.
factor, especially
There's
for
no
Mamiya.
fucking way.
It's possible that Ehara-san would be a
In
sympathetic
this
figure.
state that I live in,
Maybe
the trade
enough
that
to
I
have
am
a
best
constructive
at,
alibi for
you
her
know,
trade.
carpentry and the like, with
It's
construction,
possible she only
I mean, I
knew
know a
part
little bit of
the
everything, but the thing that I excel at the most,
What do you think?
I can't do here,
Does it have any merit?
unless I
My
learn
theory
Spanish.
full of holes.
Even if
Because
you're
that's
on the right
all
track,
builders want to hire is Hispanics because there's no liability
just
hiring
waiting
them.
on you to start the staff meeting.
That's why all the illegals here get
Sorry,
so much
I'll
work
be
in
right there.
construction.
What happened 13
Because
years
there's no
ago?
liability, they don't have to
That
pay
might be the last
taxes,
piece of the
They don't have to get insurance on their workers or anything like that. They just pay them cash money under the table.
I'm sorry. I'm already late for my.
Whereas with me, if I worked with them, I'd be making less than them because it's the same hourly rate, but there's more liability with me because I'd have to pay taxes, and I'd have to be insured, and have to know Spanish and everything, because when you work in construction on a job site like that, you cannot, you know, you cannot have zero communication. You have to communicate, or else somebody is going to get hurt really bad or killed.
A suspicion.
So you have to have communication, and I can't communicate with them, so
About that, huh?
they're here illegally and everything, robbing people like me, and they don't have to do shit. It's all put on people like me. Whether you're white or black or whatever, just the fact that you're a actual tax-paying, fucking born and raised citizen here.
I'm late for a meeting.
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
And it's the construction companies that do it. They're fucking over the people more than anything. Because all they have to do is if one of them decides that, you know, like, oh, fuck you, boss man, whatever. All they have to do, the boss guy does, is just go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and they're basically like a dime a dozen, so. They have no problem finding help. Sorry if that sounds racist to you, but that's just the fucking truth. Workers like that are destroying, you know, workers who want to do it the right, proper way, you know, go through the proper channels to do it correctly. And the people who own these construction companies are fucking over the workers who want to do it legit. By hiring, you know, basically moochers who don't fucking really know what they're doing.
They were both aware of the suicide.
They're just like, oh, I'm giving back. I'm giving them an opportunity where they don't have anything. So they can just basically pocket all the fucking money.
Let's hear it.
That's why I cannot stand the construction industry in this country. It's fucking stupid. That's why there's so many independent contractors. And the going rate for what carpenters get paid,
Wow.
you don't make enough money to where you can venture out on your own and pay, you know, $5,000 to $6,000 a year for liability insurance. The money's not in it. And everybody around here wants, you know, deck work done and everything. One guy flaked out. Then there's another guy who wants me to do it. Somebody that my sister's affiliated with. But that shit's hard work, and people want it done at like the shittiest time of the year, which is summer, where it's like 5 trillion degrees outside, and they want it done like that. They want it as soon as they blink, turn around and blink again, they want it done. And I can't do that kind of work and have it, you know, 100% by myself. Doesn't work that way. At the most, like the quickest that I can get like a deck from start to finish done by myself, and that's if I'm killing myself trying to do it, is a week. And it's probably not going to be done right. And there's probably going to be some fuck-ups or some flaws.
And they both end up murdered.
So,
For a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women.
like there's just no money in it.
That was the case for Kauai.
Could be.
Okay.
Then there's welding. You don't really make it the real big dollars in welding unless you're willing to travel.
Loud enough to hear.
And, you know, no license, so I can't travel. Out of state and whatnot. And plus I have to have schooling. It's like an 8-month course or some shit.
He said he recently ran into some RK.
So basically it's going to be HVAC, plumbing, or electrical.
He also said RK later told him
Is what it's going to be.
killed.
This is getting scary.
But I'm going to have to start working somewhere else before I even do that. I'm going to have to build up some money first. Before I can even before I can even think about going to school and all that stuff and spending that kind of money and being off work to pursue that. So,
I'm honestly honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all
And I am
this.
not getting involved in
I'm going
student
out for a
loans.
bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a
If
favor
I wanted to
and
do
keep
that,
an
I'll
eye
just,
on Kauai.
you know, goatsy my asshole and hand him a fucking, you know, fired up chainsaw and just tell him to have at me. If I have to go through all that.
You don't mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kauai.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry, it's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone...
That's why I always try to pursue this YouTube and Twitch thing. It's,
Still, I'll just
you know, I
call
know
you
a
about
couple people
every
who
10 minutes
actually
then.
make a decent living off
For
of
your
it.
safety.
I find
And
that
quite
that
frankly,
happens.
between you and me, they're not very good entertainers. They don't talk hardly. You know, they don't communicate with the audience. I answer every single comment. I don't care who it is. And if I don't have an answer, then I'll just like it or I'll heart it. You know? Like, I always communicate with everyone. Like, they don't communicate with their audience, they just ignore them, let all the comments and everything stack up and blah blah blah, then just delete them.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that
At one
mean he's on
point,
his
before
way too?
YouTube changed all their shit over, and basically
Fine by
fucked
me.
over the smaller
means you and I
YouTuber
can
even
sit
more
down
than
and
what they
talk to
already
him.
do.
Oh, that stings.
I was
Maureen.
eligible for
Here
the
I thought I
partnership
had a
program, and I
pleasure.
was a partner for about 3 months, but
Well,
I didn't
no one
garner
knows
anything
anything
enough to
about
really even
I guess you
make anything. It was like 30 days worth, the videos and everything garnered me
All these
maybe
bottles
$2 a
you
month.
lost.
So that wasn't even worth,
From Tox?
like that wouldn't even pay for like the transaction
Besides,
fees and,
A man with his talent.
you know, taxes on like buying
Too kind.
stamps and sending shit out through the mail or whatever, how they do it.
So I'm actually here to ask you, how can I set up a
So,
meeting with RK?
And then it was terminated. I lost my
So this
partnership
wasn't a
status.
pleasure call? Well, I'm glad
After,
you're at least enjoying the drink.
They changed it up to
True.
where you needed a
wouldn't
minimum
fancy doing
of
it.
1,000 subscribers and like
Just
100,000
totally
views
embarrassing.
a month or something like that. Something crazy.
I suppose being surrounded by such
Whatever it
beauties
was,
has a
like
timeless
8
appeal.
years ago,
Even
which is
for
when I
me.
was part of the partnership program
I'll second that.
on my main channel.
Masuda here is looking at least a year younger.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course.
And now I think it's
If you
something
got any
crazy like
younger, you'd be
10,000
much
subs
too
and
handsome.
blah 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 blah
What's it
blah.
all to
I'm
say?
not even worried about it anymore, to be
I'll
honest.
second that.
I'll never garner that much attention on here. For a while I was doing okay streaming, but
Anyhow,
I could only
if you're
stream
after
at
an
night,
arcade rendezvous,
and your
good
audience
news
is
is
limited
those guys
at
are
night.
everywhere.
And plus I wasn't
It's
really
not like a
playing
civilian can just
all
stroll
the
up
stuff
and
that
ask
people
for
really
a
wanted to
"Are
watch
you okay?"
being played, you know?
Expect to get an answer.
They were all into Call of
We got
Duty
that.
and
And Sour
fucking
Chance
whatever
must have been
these
something that's kind
FPS
of
games are
sensitive.
now. They were all into
Well,
that
that's
shit,
certainly
competitive
going to
stuff.
make things
And I don't
challenging.
like the competition games
Just
anymore. I'm
a
not
bit.
fucking 12.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing?
You know, I'm
Wouldn't be
I'm
hard
30
for a
years
rich
old.
actress like you.
I mean, it would be
But
nice
you
to
need to do
stream
something
and
about your
upload stuff on here because
so
I do
nice
it anyway
clothes and
regardless,
little
you know,
makeup,
it's a
and you'd be
little
unstoppable.
passion
Finally.
of mine,
my
I guess
turn
you
to
could
say
say.
what's
It's
up.
kind of like a hobby.
I suppose I would
You know, I'm
need to
playing the
know
games
what
anyway, and I play them all the way through, so
Tom
why
told
not
me
record it?
once that if you ever
I have a
felt like
computer
it's
that'll
our
do
turn,
it, so why the
you
fuck
could put
not? And
every
it doesn't,
hostess in
I don't get
Kamurocho to
charged
shame.
for
I
uploading
gotta
the
admit,
stuff.
I'm curious.
Because, I mean, I have to have internet anyways to even download and play the fucking games. So I'm really not
You
losing
said I
anything
should
by
dress like
recording
a
it and uploading it,
hostess for this?
other than time.
Well, I'm sure there are other
But I
ways.
mean, you
But
don't
if you
really
want a
need
foolproof plan to
all
snag
of your
an
time
RK,
when, you know,
got one.
Oh, if you
just
want,
like I said, you
I
know,
can give you
currently
some
unemployed
months.
and blah blah
Maybe
blah
you
blah
can
blah. If
choose
I
what
was
you like.
employed full time, I'd
I
never
get the message.
be able to upload again.
And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Okay, then leave the rest to me.
Because my whole Monday through Friday would be spent working, and my weekends would be spent doing everything else that I couldn't do throughout the week, you know, so. Oh, this is just like, Judgment. Let's pick the same outfit, or try to, like what we did in that game. Let's see what we can get here. It looks like some of them are the same. Kinda, sorta. My video is gonna get raped into oblivion whenever it comes to fucking copywritten shit. Eyelashes. No colored contacts. Fuck that. Try to keep it basic. Maybe something a little bit on the darker side because of her eyelids. I'm going for the Ada Wong look if you all couldn't tell. Which is basically what I did in the other game. Looks like they have a couple more choices with this one though. Kinda, sorta. Show-stopping perfume that keeps the wearer calm. Popular perfume that raises the wearer's spirits. She's pretty good at keeping calm, but her spirits are kind of meh. So I'll use that one. Alright, I think we're good to go. Did the hair, outfit, blah blah blah. Let's do it. And I got money for it, wow. You think it'd be the other way around?
Oh, well, would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly feel comfortable wearing this in front of you.
What are you saying?
It's the same goddamn outfit that you wore in the last fucking game that I picked. Literally.
Really?
It's the same one.
You're dynamite. Though, there is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need. Pride in your own beauty.
That's why I try to pick that one to raise her spirits a little bit.
Then how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
Yes, there it is. Go ahead and take a look. Now that's the face of the girl who gets the man she wants.
It's been a while since I've felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
Now why doesn't she apply that to her job?
Now, let's go dangle the bait.
She'd get a lot more clients
You mean us, right?
than being all drab like a fucking school secretary or something like that, or like an 80-year-old school nurse or a librarian.
Why don't we take a walk?
Well, I don't know. A lot of those librarians, they don't really look all that fucking plain.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance
Even the
to
ones
see
with
this
glasses
life
at
over
least
again?
try to go for the
But
fucking,
really, I want you to succeed.
you know,
Promise I won't
hair
be a bother.
pinned up with a fucking stick thing running through it. Not porn's idea for a fucking librarian, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the, oh, I'm this, and I don't want to look like a fucking slob, but I want to try to keep it minimal and casual too, that kind of look. Just like I've even explained, you know, Don't go over the top, but at least put some fucking effort into it. Like when I was fat, like almost 225 pounds fat, like I would just wear whatever the fuck fit. And a lot of the clothes that fit you when you were that fat look like shit. They're comfortable because, you know, they're fucking spandex and you could basically use them as a parachute. But they fit. That's why I always wore like fat fucking pants all the time, nylon shorts, Crocs, no socks, a flannel shirt. Sometimes I'd cut the sleeves off. But those flannel shirts, they were fucking, you know, big. And I'm a 5'10" guy, so I try to wear things that at least fit me in my shoulders and for my upper body length. But I needed to go like an extra size or two up just to fill in for all the fucking fat and shit.
You wouldn't happen to know any of them, would you? You seem like you'd be popular enough.
RK? Of course we know him. Why? You ladies about that thug life?
Well, I've heard RK boys know how to show a lady a good time. Things like they party like there's no tomorrow and spare no expense on fun.
But sorry, John. Why limit yourself to arcade?
Nuts itch.
These boys are
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah, we're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big either.
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the yakuza laying down the law is over. All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground...
No, there's still quite a few legends out there that are still alive.
Wow, must be
Some of them got into some pretty heated up shit, but they're alive.
Reminds me, weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently?
Fucking head of the Tojo clan's still alive. Fucking Kazuma's still alive. Majima's still alive. Couple of them.
See?
More than that.
You guys would know what that's about.
Well,
They weren't all knocked the fuck out and sent to prison or killed.
that's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though. What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawhi. Way I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night. My guess is, it was trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit, and it ends with the guy getting shoved into a van. And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa. What do you think happened?
I'm thinking they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. But who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying someone actually saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
You mean some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him? Think that's right?
Hell if I know. question for the top of
She
the
better
chain.
watch with the questions.
Hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh, shit!
You're only talking to us because you wanted dirt on Kawai. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Let go of her!
Who sent you?
I don't owe you a name. Fuck. Should we just come out and do it if we say we're an attorney? They may back the fuck off.
I'm Saori Shirosaki, attorney at law. Unhand me this instant.
Ooh, you're gonna sue? You think I give a crap about what your job is?
I'm saying things will go very badly for you if you keep this up.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry, Chan?
Yeah. Don't even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry-chan!
Huh? What the?
Ah.
Beat it, punk.
Higashi-san!
Asshole!
One punch.
I swear, jerks are popping up like roaches.
We'd be fucked, honestly, if it wasn't for him.
Thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit! No way!
I didn't realize. Shirosaki Sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
Higashi.
You're the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for me.
Those guys were RK. Town's practically overrun with them these days.
Yeah, that
Like,
fucking
I'll
arcade,
escort you somewhere
Charles
safe.
or whatever.
I got nothing but time on my hands.
The little fucking
Oh,
hole in the
you
wall.
don't say. Perfect. You can't still salvage
Yummy.
some fun out of tonight.
Oh, before we do that, let
Quite
me...
honestly, like the location of it, the way it's set up, I think it would make a better bar.
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki Sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking
I
up.
need a cigarette.
I'll try again. Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh.
Come on, goddammit.
Deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have
I don't want to make this game super fuck you long either.
School bullies, and they both
Or that,
never
not this
were
game,
victims.
but this video.
That could be for a number of reasons.
Because it's a real
It's not rare
bitch
for people to disappear
trying to
in a
upload
puppet
it.
show.
Especially trying to keep my schedule going too.
Maybe that was the case for Kawhi.
Could be.
Okay.
Speaking of schedule, you guys want to see it? Yeah,
With RK asking around,
that's 1 week.
word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
All right.
And this is a week before that, and before that, and before that. All these pages here. And then I got another notebook down there. It's almost full from my other shit. Ugh. Try to keep everything situated. And that's all my channels, too. My main one, this one, couple other ones, music one. Yeah, all kinds of shit. Alright, so I guess we're just killing time? Well, if that's the case, I can fucking do some side cases. I might just go ahead and do that. But I don't think I can do this one over here because I think that's the mannequin one, and that one has to be done at night. So, I guess I'll just have to check out the map and go from there.